Welcome to Talk Along English. Today's topic is admitting uncertainty and asking for help.
These are some of the most useful patterns you can learn because every learner needs them every single day.
We have 6 patterns today. Each one starts simple and grows one step at a time.
So you can hear exactly how a short sentence becomes a full, natural one. Let's get into it.
Pattern 1. The frame is, I'm not sure how to blank.
Okay, so what does this one do?
It tells someone you don't know the method or the steps for something. You're not confused about what, you're confused about how.
Right. It's not, I don't know what to do. It's more like, I know what the goal is, but I can't figure out the process.
Exactly. And it's honest without sounding helpless. Let's walk through the 4 lines.
Go ahead.
The basic sentence is, I'm not sure how to start.
Short and clean. Just 3 words after how to. You're saying you don't know how to begin, but we don't know begin what yet.
Step 1 adds that, I'm not sure how to start this project.
There it is. This project tells us the object, the thing you're trying to start. Now the listener knows exactly what you're talking about.
Step 2 adds a condition. I'm not sure how to start this project on my own.
On my own. That's a phrase meaning without help from anyone else. So now we know it's not just that the project is hard. It's hard specifically without support.
And step 3 adds the final layer. I'm not sure how to start this project on my own without any guidance.
Without any guidance is a reason. It explains why doing it alone is difficult. No instructions, no mentor, no direction.
So the sentence went from, I'm not sure how to start, all the way to a full picture of the situation.
When would you actually use this pattern?
Use it at the beginning of a task, when you're about to ask a colleague, a teacher, or a manager for help getting started.
It's a soft, polite way to open that conversation. You're not complaining, you're just being honest about where you are. Okay, pattern 2. Let's hear the frame.
The frame is, could you show me how to blank?
This one feels more like a direct request than pattern 1.
It is. You're asking someone to demonstrate something for you. Show me means you want to see it done, not just hear an explanation.
And could you makes it polite. It's not a demand. It's a question.
Right. Now let's build it. The basic sentence, and I'll read this one since it's my turn. Could you show me how to log in?
Simple. You want someone to show you the login process. We don't know anything else yet. Not how fast, not which account, not when.
Step 1 adds a manner word. Could you show me how to log in quickly?
Quickly is an adverb. It tells us how you want to do it. You're not asking for a long tutorial. You want the fast version.
Step 2 adds the tool or method. Could you show me how to log in quickly using my account?
Using my account. That's a phrase that tells us which account. Maybe there are multiple accounts and you want to use yours specifically.
Step 3 adds a time pressure. Could you show me how to log in quickly using my account before the meeting starts?
Before the meeting starts, that's a time clause. It creates urgency. Now, the listener understands why you need this fast.
The sentence grew from a simple request into a request with context, method, and a deadline.
When would you use this pattern?
Anytime you need a quick demo. At work with software, at home with a device, or even in a kitchen asking someone to show you a cooking technique.
It's very practical. And could you keeps the tone respectful in any of those situations.
Pattern 3. The frame is, I have no idea what blank.
Oh, this one feels stronger than pattern 1. No idea sounds more emphatic than not sure.
You're right. I'm not sure leaves a little room. Maybe you have a small idea. I have no idea means 0. Complete uncertainty.
So use this when you're truly lost, not just a little confused.
Exactly. And it's very natural in spoken English. Let's go through the lines.
The basic sentence is, I have no idea what happened.
What happened? That's a noun clause. It's the object of no idea. You're saying you can't explain the event at all.
Step 1 makes it more specific. I have no idea what went wrong here.
Went wrong replaces happened. It tells us the situation was bad, not just unclear. And here gives us a location. Something failed and it was in this place.
Step 2 names the subject. I have no idea what went wrong here with the system.
With the system tells us what broke down. Now we know it's a technical problem, not a personal one.
Step 3 adds a time reference. I have no idea what went wrong here with the system after the update.
After the update is a time phrase. It tells us when the problem started. The update is probably the cause, but the speaker isn't sure.
That's a really important detail. The speaker is pointing at a possible cause without claiming to know for certain.
Right, that's honest and useful at the same time. When would you use this pattern?
Use it when something has already gone wrong and you're reporting it to someone, a manager, a tech support person, or a teammate.
It signals that you need help diagnosing the problem. You're not hiding anything. You genuinely don't know.
Pattern 4. What's the frame?
The frame is, do you happen to know blank?
Happen to know. That's a lovely phrase. What does happen to add here?
It softens the question. Without it, do you know the way? Sounds direct, almost blunt. Do you happen to know? Sounds like you're not assuming they have the answer. You're checking gently.
So it's polite. It gives the other person an easy way to say no without feeling bad.
Exactly. You'd use it with strangers or in situations where you're not sure the person can help. Let's walk through the lines.
The basic sentence is, do you happen to know the way?
The way, very general. You're asking for directions, but we don't know where you're going yet.
Step 1 makes the question more specific. Do you happen to know a good shortcut?
Now, instead of the way, you're asking for a good shortcut. That's more precise. You want a faster or easier route, not just any path.
Step 2 adds the destination. Do you happen to know a good shortcut to the station?
To the station is a prepositional phrase. It tells us where you're trying to go. Now the question is fully clear.
Step 3 adds the starting point. Do you happen to know a good shortcut to the station from this street?
From this street. That's another prepositional phrase. It gives the listener your current location. Now they have everything they need to actually help you.
So the sentence went from a vague question to a very specific, complete request for directions.
And it stayed polite the whole way through because of happen to know.
When would you use this pattern beyond asking for directions?
Anytime you're asking a stranger or a casual acquaintance for information, a phone number, a store location, a schedule, anything where you're not sure they'll know.
It's a very low-pressure way to ask. The other person doesn't feel put on the spot.
Pattern 5. The frame is, I'm not sure which blank to choose.
This one is about decisions. You're not lost. You have options. You just can't decide between them.
Right. The uncertainty here is about choosing, not about understanding. It's a different kind of not sure.
And it's something every learner feels when picking grammar books, study apps, or language courses.
Very relatable. Let's go through the lines. The basic sentence is, I'm not sure which one to choose.
Which one? We don't know what kind of thing yet. It could be anything. The sentence is complete but very open.
Step 1 names the category. I'm not sure which plan to choose for work.
Plan replaces one. Now we know the type of thing. And for work tells us the purpose. You're choosing a work plan, not a personal one.
Step 2 adds a constraint. I'm not sure which plan to choose for work within my budget.
Within my budget, that's a limiting phrase. It tells us money is a factor. You can't just pick the best one. You have to pick the best one you can afford.
Step 3 adds a reason for the difficulty. I'm not sure which plan to choose for work within my budget since they look similar.
Since they look similar, since introduces a reason. The options aren't clearly different, so comparing them is hard. That explains why you're stuck.
The sentence started with a simple choice problem and ended with a full explanation of why the decision is difficult.
When would you use this pattern?
Use it when you're asking for advice on a decision. You might say it to a friend, a salesperson, or a colleague who knows more about the options than you do.
It's a natural way to open a conversation where you want someone's recommendation. You're saying, I've looked at this, but I need your input. Last one. Pattern 6. What's the frame?
The frame is, what would you recommend for blank?
This is a direct ask for a recommendation. It's confident, but still open. You're saying, I trust your judgment. What do you suggest?
Would makes it polite and hypothetical. It's softer than, what do you recommend, which can sound a bit demanding.
Good point. Would adds a layer of courtesy. Okay, let's build it. The basic sentence is, what would you recommend for beginners?
For beginners tells us who the recommendation is for, but we don't know what kind of beginner or what subject yet.
Step 1 makes the person more specific. What would you recommend for a complete beginner like me?
A complete beginner is stronger than just beginners. Complete means totally new, no experience at all. And, like me, makes it personal. You're asking for yourself.
Step 2 adds what kind of recommendation you want. What would you recommend for a complete beginner like me to try first?
To try first, that's an infinitive phrase. It tells us you want a starting point, not a full plan, just the first step.
Step 3 adds a place or setting. What would you recommend for a complete beginner like me to try first at home?
At home is a location phrase. It tells the person giving the recommendation that you don't have access to a gym, a studio, a classroom, wherever. You need something you can do in your own space.
So the recommendation has to fit your level, your starting point, and your location. That's a very complete question.
And the person answering has everything they need to give you a useful answer.
When would you use this pattern?
Use it anytime you're asking an expert or a more experienced person for advice. A teacher, a trainer, a shop assistant, a doctor, anyone you trust to guide you.
It works in so many situations. Asking about food, exercise, software, books, travel, anything where someone else knows more than you.
And the more detail you add, the better the recommendation you'll get. That's the whole point of building the sentence out.
All right, let's wrap up today's episode. 6 patterns, all about admitting you don't know something and asking for the help you need.
The big takeaway? Uncertainty is not weakness. In English, expressing it clearly and politely is a real skill, and today you practiced exactly that.
Thanks for listening to Talk Along English. Keep building, keep asking, and we'll see you next time.